the film with us.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, he's a local actor, a fantastic voice actor, and he has this party trick where he could just like speak like Bill Burr.
It's a good one to have, especially for parties. But you're right, Detective Harris. I'm so sorry, you said his name.
Giles Panton.
There we go. He nailed that, smooth cop voice in the interrogation. He goes, "Explain it to me like this, like just."
Yeah, his performance was very subtle, and he could be powerful, he could be stern, but also empathetic, and also really cool. He sounds cool.
Exactly.
So that's what we loved about him. And he had this, not exactly Brad Pitt in Seven, but he had a Brad Pitt kind of range.
And I'm going to ask one spoiler free, but it's about the end.
Yes.
Who thought up that ending? Because that was brilliant.
Oh, yes. Okay, the ending. Okay. How do I? Because hopefully your audience has seen it. Who thought of the ending?
Well, this is it. We can talk about it without saying it because then the people that have watched it will know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was brilliant the way you set that up.
So just to dig into the mythology of it, if you go before Santa Claus, it's Saint Nick, Kris Kringle, Father Winter. If you go back to back in the day, Holland has Sinterklaas, which is like has the same sort of roots. So you go back even further, Eastern Europe, it's Dead Moroz, which is the Russian version of Santa. If you dig back further into Dead Moroz's history, before he was Father Winter, he was actually just an ice demon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before he started giving, gifts to kids, just the generation before that, he was this demon of ice.
So Santa the ice demon.
And so we brought that back. That's our kind of play where he, at the end, something happens to him, but it relates back to his very, very first iteration of that, right?
That's crazy. And stuff like that I absolutely adore when you can pull history and turn it into an amazing story like that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes. Now, how long did it take to actually do the project? Because I know you do your voice recording and then you get into the animation.
This is also a complex question because it never had a firm. So we did this project with Lakeside Animation. That's a production studio. In our company, Look Mom partnered with Lakeside. We were already finishing up a project with Lakeside called Vordelak, which played at last year's Bits, Blood in the Snow.
Oh yes,
Vordelak. That was and midway through production, Ellery and I, my writer, were like, "How do we keep this train going? Because we want to work more with these Lakeside guys. We have to pitch them another, And we knew, like, I had a hang up, for Santa. We know that Lakeside had a Santa-ish story as well too, and so we decided to take that and branch out, which became In the Heat. But Ellery and I, for around a year, we talked about story. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we fix this? And then all of a sudden, one day, he goes, I wrote it. I wrote it all out. This was like a year after, we started talking about it. Let's just give it to Lakeside, see what happens. Let's pitch it to them. And that's kind of unheard of, right? Like, for someone to go out and write, 20 pages of pretty good, script. We didn't change much of it, but it was almost a final version. We pitched it to them, and the owner of Lakeside says, "Yeah, we love it. Let's do it." And then we're like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "But one condition: you can do pre-production here through Look Mom, but we want to do the animation production through Lakeside." And we said, "Okay, sure. That doesn't make a difference. Like, the story comes out either way, right?"
Yeah.
Lakeside specialty is the animation production side. Now, just to clarify that, pre-production is like writing, animatic storyboards, designs, doing preliminary designs. Production is getting into the nitty-gritty of animation.
Okay.
Rough animation, coloring, comp.
Audio?
Pardon me?
Audio?
Audio, we did audio on the pre-production side,
Okay.
and then there's post-audio that was done after all the animation. So you're right. There's pre-production audio and post-production audio for animation. So all in all, it took maybe around a year and a half, the whole thing, from inception of me calling up Ellery, be like, hey, we got to do something with this. Let's try to think of something, centering around, Santa Claus being interrogated. I love the imagery of Santa Claus, sweating, and just being grilled by these two asshole cops.
Yep.
Right? And that was something that I've always wanted to do in my career, is take like icons and just mess with it. Right? Something iconic and just mess with it.
And beautiful job. Beautiful job. Well, congratulations on the festival. And yeah, I remember last year's. That was really good.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Anytime you want to come back, please feel free to do so.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robert.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jen Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo Correa Lima. Till next